welcome back to Learning Tai Chi at Home. Yesterday we did moves 4, 5 and 6. Today we're going to do 3 more, 7, 8 and 9. Before we start that, I want to ask you to follow me with moves 4, 5 and 6. So we finished number 3, number 4, number 5, playing the lute, number 6, Repulse the Monkey. That's where we finish Repulse the Monkey. Number 7 looks like this. It's called Stroking the Bird's Tail. I'm going to show it to you from the side. I finish number 6. I drop both my hands and I get ready to stroke the bird's tail. I withdraw. Put my hands and my wrists together, press, and I roll back and push with both hands. Number 8, come all the way around, hold this ball, step over the water, stroke the bird's tail, withdraw, press, and roll back to push. I'm going into number 9. I put 100% of my weight to my right leg as I form the hook. Step over the water, and I finished number 9. Number 7 and 8 are considered to be the most important moves in this yang style. And so important that young Luzan, the creator of the yang style, when he made the 108 long form, 7 and 8 were repeated 8 times. So it's a really important move. It incorporates many of the applications that we are trying to perform in our Tai Chi. We've got turning, we've got balance, we've got palm, we've got liu, chi, the an, which is the press, the push, we've got waving hands, we've got the hooks, we've got balance again, we've got good bow stances, we've got the silly boo stance. So it incorporates a lot, and we need to be able to do these 2 moves really well, and it'll help our Tai Chi a lot. I want to show you something just behind you. When we spoke yesterday about numbers 4 and 3, we spoke a lot about gongbu. I didn't have the water, that's a strip of water. I'm stepping over the water. If I move forward, I would roll back, would bring my feet to the middle, and I would step again over the water. That ensures my hips, my feet are shoulder width apart. But when we demonstrate this, when we go into the empty stance, slow the water, I go to empty stance to play the lute, for example, I step into the water. I put both feet in the water. When I go and repulse the monkey, I keep both feet in the water. Whenever I do empty stance, I said yesterday, my feet, the water doesn't move, are in the water. When I do bow stance, my feet are over the water. This move, I made a little bird to share this with you. This move, stroking the sparrow's tail, try to imagine this. I finish number 6 and a bird lands on my hand. I finish number 6, this bird lands there. I bring it back and I stroke its tail. As I step over the water into bow stance, I stroke its tail. It doesn't like that, it wants to fly off, but I go and catch it, bring it back. Somehow, not easy with this one, I press it against my wrist. I press it as I go forward. I open my hands to encourage it to fly away, and it flies away. So, imagine that. Please try to imagine these things because it does help you. I stroke the bird's tail. He flies off. I turn. I go and pull him back. He sits on my wrist and I ensure that he doesn't fly away. I push. Now I want him to fly away. I open my hands and he flies away. Try to remember that. So, number 7, let's do it. You can follow me from the back if I do it this way. Here's number 6. I start number 7. My right hand is now on top, getting ready. I step over the water and I stroke the bird's tail. He flies off. I pull him back and I press. Separate my hands and I push. I must tell you now, you don't see me do this very often, but it is a very popular way of doing this move in Tai Chi. So if you do this, you want to roll back with your foot, by all means, quite correct, no problem. Let's do that again. From number 6. Drop both hands. As I turn, I put my hands now, the right hand is on top. I bring this foot to the middle to step over the water, bring it to the middle. I turn to the front, step over the water and stroke the bird's tail. Go and get it. Press. I'm going to lift my foot so you can see it's like where it's done, and press that way. I turn around, follow me, turn my foot. I make the ball with my left hand on top. I bring this foot back, step over the water, and I stroke this bird's tail. He flies off. I have to go up there and get him. Put my wrist against, palm against my wrist, press forward, open my hands and roll back. Press forward again. There's a stance. I'll do it this way so you can see. I'm going to move across. Now my knees are almost touching. This is called 60-40, or in Chinese, Sidibu. It's the way for me. I have 60% of weight here, 40 here. I move it across to 100 so I can step over the water. Don't forget that stance. I will do it from the front so you can see it. It happens 4 times in this form. Look at that. Now I go to 100 here, and it's easy for me to change. It's a real stance. Don't forget it. It's a very effective stance. It's sometimes called the wine glass in martial arts. So let's do 7 and 8 on this line that we're doing our Tai Chi on. I finish number 6 here. make the ball, prepare this arm, bring it up to the middle, and go to the front and stroke that bird's tail. Turn, your hands haven't changed. Now they go up there, then pull it back. My palm touches my wrist at this point. I come to the front, and I press forward. I roll back, and I push with both hands. I go into the 60-40 stance. My hands are at the same height. I make a ball with my left hand on top as I go to 100% in this leg. Now you're going to turn away from me, but I turn and step over the water and stroke the bird's tail. I pull back with my palm on my wrist, bring it to the front, press forward, roll back, double push. Okay, so let's look at, that's 7 and 8. Let's look at number 9. Number 9 looks like this. I finish number 8. I make a ball. There's that stance again. I turn. Now I have 100% in this leg. I form the hook. Bring my feet together, always. Turn and step over the water. And finish there. Number 9 is called single whip. It happens twice in this form. It's very effective. There's lots of applications for the single whip. In the Yang style, I form a hook. This is often called the beak in martial arts. It's excellent for striking vital points. But it's also effective to do a reverse strike with the back of the wrist. It's very effective for getting out of a wrist lock or an arm lock. It's very effective. It's effective to block a punch. You temporarily hold that punch while you do something. So it's a good application. It's also interesting to know that in the Chen style, the hook isn't so severe. It's not like a beak. It's more like I'm looking through the holes in my fingers. Hole in my hand. It's more like that. In the Sun style, my hands are, I will demonstrate the Sun style. I'll take a step this way and I open both hands. And that's the single whip in Sun style. My hands are facing forward. It's no different to the Yang style in terms of what's happened here. If I made a hook and I stepped over the water, the stance is there. I haven't changed my arms. They're still there. All I did was step over the water and my arms followed my middle. So it's the same thing. Okay, single whip. I'm going to do it this way so you can follow me a few times. Let's go this way. Finish number 8. Drop this hand. My center turns, so my hand and my foot have to follow it. I'm back in the stance. My hands change over there. I put 100% in my right leg. I form the hook. I then step over the water and I finish this way. If your hook can be about shoulder height, it might go a little bit above it, it's fine. Don't have it up there, don't have it too cramped. It's quite extended. It's not straight, but it's quite extended. Let's do that a few times. I finish number 8. I come back, change my hands, and then I go to 100%. I form the hook. I then turn, step over the water, and extend it. Finish that move. Do it one more time. Up there. All the way back into 40-60 stance. Go to 100%. Look what I'm doing with the hook. Turn and step over the water. When I'm in this stance, it's a good bow stance. Be sure that you're pushing into the floor with that back leg. This hand, as I said, you can extend it. It's fine, just don't have it too short or somewhere out there. Just extend it about shoulder height. This is a palm strike with the right hand. I'll show that to you. I'm over here, I come around. My left hand, I watch what I'm doing. My left hand, I'm going to strike with my palm, turns around, strikes with my palm there. What else can I tell you? Now, let's do this on this line, in this direction, the whole form from number 1, right? Let's go. Number 4, brush knee to the left. Now we go to number 7. Step over the water. You have to go the other way, opposite to me. Turn, go back, put your palm on your wrist, come to the front, press forward, roll back, and in a nice circle, double press your hands. Turn into 60-40 stance, change both hands, go to 100, form the hook, step over the water, finish your single whip. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.